Hi everyone, this is James. I'm about to bring out ToracM. I would just like to say to you all, thank you. I'm having a blast. This is awesome. I love being able to communicate messages and new truths and to help people to be used in this way. And I know that Torac has told you all a lot about me and the coma I went through and blah blah blah, and how when I was in the white room the voice said to me that I needed to go back. I had important things I needed to do. Well, I believe this is what it was for. Anyway, I'm standing up for this one. And anyways, Torac wants to come out, so I'm going to bring him forward, okay? Alright, we're going to see what he has to talk about. Hello everyone, this is ToracM, coming to you quantum. I would like to speak with you today about the innate, also known as the ability you're born with, that gut instinct, the knowing of your inner self. Some people won't trust it. They're always wrong because of it. Other people follow it religiously. Other people use it to become rich monetarily. But I'm here to tell you one thing, if anything. One is every quantum entity that exists, and there are many, many, many. Every quantum energy that exists loves you. Loves all three-dimensional beings with the potential to be there with them someday. Now, I've talked a lot about Mr. James, and I appreciate him very much. But he's a good example. Like I said, he hit the ground running and never looked back. He paid no attention to what he believed that felt wrong. He didn't want to argue with it. He just repelled from it and attracted towards something else that felt better and truer. And he lived by his gut, his instinct, by the seat of his pants for a long time. And it caught up with him in the form of his accident. But that's what if you can strike a balance between a life on a Harley Davidson, partying all the time, and getting in comas in order to stop your momentum and achieve new planes of thinking. If you can find an equal medium between that and a life more like the life James lives now, you can have it all until the point of ascending, in which at that point you have more than all. It's hard to explain. At any rate, that innate, that inside knowing is what makes babies cry. They're trying to say, hey, don't you see through the veil there? The source, that's where we came from. But we don't understand because nobody's invented the baby crying translating machine. A little peanut butter. So we don't understand. So we give it a bottle. We burp it. Tell them it'll be okay. And so starts society, telling them it's going to be okay. Their training begins. I wondered from an early age why everybody was so full of it. Not I, James. That's him slipping up the F. This is his, what, 5th video for y'all? And he never practiced. I mean, the thing with him was, after his coma, after he decided he was going to keep on fighting to live, I decided upon him and started communing into his mind messages that he finally acknowledged, finally took for real, and he never practiced doing this at all. We asked him to do this, and we asked him to start on the day he started, which was about a week ago. So, you must bear with him. So that innate knowing, not the N9, not the N7, the innate, that gut feeling. If you're in the right vibration in life and you know it and you're happy and you've got it going on and if you're a light worker and you're meditating and you're keeping in that vibration and you practically can make things happen at will almost. If you're of that status, and I like talking to you all, if you're of that status, then the innate, the gut feeling should be something that you use every time you have a thought, because it's always right for you, it's always true, your synchronicity is always there, your timing is always perfect, and all these little things tell you you're on the right path. So if you're on your right path, then listen to your innate, and if you're listening to your innate and your gut feeling and you're acting upon it, then you're on the right path. Get it? I love your earthly peanut butter. I'm glad James has no allergies to it because he doesn't eat much of it himself. It's a strange thing. As ToracM, when I'm speaking through James, I can feel what he feels. I can taste what he tastes. I can see what he sees. I'm just using his mouth to say, hey, now say this. Now to get him to say these words. And he will slip up and he will curse sometimes. And he's done it once in one of the videos already. And, you know, he'll although he does come out of it into a trance, he's like, what feels like he says, what did he say? He said, you're hypnotized almost, or asleep for a little while on the longer ones. But his innate is what got him the microwave, okay? I told you about that. His innate is what's lifted him up from nothing when he came home from the hospital. And nothing, I mean nothing. He had a wife and kids for 23 years. Now he's alone. At his father-in-law's house, going through a divorce. None of his kids live there. They're thousands of miles away, spread throughout the country because his wife was a gypsy. It's like where we stopped at for a year or two, we left a kid. Okay? That's what he says. So, he was alone, and he had to pick himself up from the bootstraps, from nothing, from thin air, and make it happen. Or just not. And he didn't care. But one day his mother came looking for him. After about 6 months of him just not Truth is, he was ready to eat cardboard. That's one of his last memories, good memories of his mother, because his geographical location on your planet is only one of your Earth miles away from where she is living, but she has Alzheimer's disease, which is part of your three-dimensional acceptance and acceptance of it all, the rules of society says all that, blah, 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 blah. You're going to get cancer, you better take this pill. Okay, you're going to get cancer then. So he had to pick himself up from nothing at that point. He got rid of his car, his cell phone, just nothing. He didn't care. He didn't care. His mom came, found him in this situation, this spot in this place where it was comical to him and then despairing to her. And she took him, and she got him food. She got him another cell phone and a trolley pass. And did a bunch of things to help him out. And it inspired him, and he was really glad to see his mom. And he decided that at that point he's going to fight to live again. Well, okay. Now he's doing well. So, and ever since the microwave thing, he's practiced the art of allowing to the point where he's like a wizard almost in 3 dimensions. He's at the top of the ascension ladder. He's ready to go. He's just waiting on more people to be ready. So, I say to you, stop, fix what's happening that's holding you back, if there is anything, from being an open slate, from having momentum of negativity that you have to, because before you can develop positive energies and practices and start living on a higher level of thinking, and before any of that, you have to slow down, or you have to be stopped. You can't have negative momentum and just switch from negative momentum to positive. You can't. You have to slow down first and stop. It's just like a pendulum. Okay? You can't go to the other side. You can't just boom. It's like, now I guess it's not like a pendulum, but it's like something. You can't just, in order to understand and appreciate the beauty and the light and the wisdom of the quantum, you have to be able to be past the negativity that might have been holding you back before. And the more you practice this, the more negativity will cease to exist in your life. And soon you will be a light worker, and you will develop more strengths. And you will shine your lights into the dark places, because after all, darkness is an absence of light. Light is not an absence of dark. And every time a light is shined at a dark, the dark will go running. So what I say to you, my children, is let's brighten up the place. Let's shine. Let's get so many light workers on board. Let's get all the light workers together. And let's shine our lights everywhere. Let's brighten this world. Because that is infectious, and that will spread. There can be nothing like that. And the 100th monkey system would take over with my beloved human beings. And you would ascend in a glory of understanding and knowledge, bathed in a warmth of just awesomeness. And there's no words to put it into for you. So, listen to your gut. Unless you're in a bad place. If you're in a bad place, then you have emotions affecting you, ruling you. And you need to get above that. You need to get past the emotions. Control your emotions. You will control your happiness or your depressedness, or yeah. If you choose to let something affect you, then you're choosing to have an emotion on it. You can't care. It's not worth it anyways. And you'll find that brings you more in return than anything else. I am ToracM. I will leave you now. Here's James. It's a song for you. Wow. Hi, everybody. That gut, I know what he was talking about. That one was short enough I can still remember it. That gut feeling. He was eating peanut butter, wasn't he? He left the jar open here. Anyways, that gut feeling can pull you from any situation, any place, anything happening, whatever's going on. It'll pull you out. You just got to be able to work it for a second. And I know I'm a professional at that. Now, I believe he's told you all about the coma I went through and how I came to where I'm at now, alone, from nothing, again, to everything. So, until next time, this is James. I'm the mouthpiece for ToracM. And hope you guys all have a great one, okay? You have a great day, great night. I'll talk to you tomorrow.